Everyone go and subscribe to Aaron Jones Football on YouTube.
Hello guys, it's Aaron Jones here, back again with another video. In today's video, I am going to be reacting to the 2021-22 Premier League season. Now obviously it's going to be a lot of mixed emotions here about each team. I'm going to be reading them from alphabetical order. So yeah, let's get into this. So the first team we are going to be talking about is Aberdeen, my team. Now they've had an absolute shocker of a season, finishing in 10th, which is absolutely embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. All those players, they have had a terrible season. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rate them out of 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, rating their seasons. And I'm going to give Aberdeen season a 4 out of 10. Absolutely terrible. They have had an absolutely shocking season. Nothing else to I can't put it into words really. Then just shocking. They've been a disgraceful team. And yeah, that's more or less what I can describe Aberdeen this season. Second team we are talking about is Celtic, who did win the league this season. They have been outstanding, and that's why I'm going to give them a 9.5 out of 10, which is quite a high percentage. But yeah, they've just been outstanding this season, and I just think they do deserve the Scottish Prem because they've just dominated the SPFL this season, and I don't think Rangers have come close. Obviously, Rangers were top for a huge amount of time at the start of the season, and then Celtic clawed them back with that all-firm win at Celtic Park. But yeah, I think Celtic have been very, very good, so that's why I'm giving them a 9.5 out of 10. Third team we are talking about is Dundee, who have had quite an average season. I don't think they've done very well. And yeah, they obviously sacked James McPark, and they brought in former Aberdeen player Mark McGee as manager. But yeah, they've had quite an average season. Their players haven't been very good. Obviously, I got Charlie Adam, got Lee Griffiths, who went to Falkirk. But I'm going to give them a 3 out of 10. They've just not been very well this season, being quite average. So yeah, 3 out of 10 for Dundee. Next team we are talking about is Dundee United, across the road from Dundee. Now they finished in 4th, which is an absolutely outstanding season for them. They obviously got Charlie Mulgrew, Tony Watt from Motherwell, and they've got a lot of good players. And yeah, I definitely think Dundee United deserve a top 6 finish. I know they obviously have top 4, and now they're in the Conference League. So I just want to give them a lot of credit. And I think Tam Courts has done a fantastic job there at Dundee United. People question him and say, "Oh, I don't think he's going to do very well." But yeah, I'm going to give Dundee United an 8 out of 10 this season. They have been very, very good performance-wise and with their transfers this season. Next team we are talking about is Hearts of Midlothian. Now, their season has been absolutely superb. They obviously got promoted from the Championship coming into this season, and they've done an absolutely fantastic job. I give full credit to Robbie Nilsson. Obviously, he bottled 2 finals against Celtic. But yeah, bottled 2 Scottish Cup finals. Sorry, but yeah, they finished in 3rd this season, which not a lot of people would have been predicting. They thought they would struggle this season, but I just think they've done very well. Obviously, they brought in Ellis Sims from Everton, who has done an absolutely fantastic job. And yeah, I'm going to give Hearts this season an 8.9. I think they've done absolutely brilliant. Next team we are talking about is Hibernian, who are the other Edinburgh club, and they've had a very, very dull season, I would say. It's been quite heartful for Hibs this season. they've done very, very poorly. People would have thought they would have got third or fourth, but they've just not been. They've been so average and dull, and their play has just been terrible. Aberdeen even beat them, which is a crazy result. I don't know how that happened. But yeah, they've had a very, very poor season. Porteous getting red cards left, right, and centre. Martin Boyle obviously leaving, but yeah, I'm gonna give Hibs this season a 5.1 out of 10. I just don't think it's been very well, and the organisation hasn't been. They obviously sacked Sean Maloney, and they brought in this other manager. I think he's like former Ipswich or something like that. So yeah, Hibs 5.1 out of 10. Not been a great season for you. Next team we are talking about is Livingston, who finished in 7th. Not a bad season, I would say, but obviously bottom 6, which isn't the greatest. And but yeah, I think I predicted them like, what was it, 4th or something, 4th or 5th. I predicted Livingston at the start of the season for my predictions. But yeah, they've been alright. It's hard to put into words how Livingston have done this season, but they've done alright. They've measured their tempo of play, and fair enough, they've done alright, and I'm going to give them a solid 6 out of 10. Quite average, but yeah, it's realistic. Next team we are talking about is Motherwell, who have done quite well, finished in 5th, top 6 as they would have liked. Or they've done quite well under Sean Alexander. Otherwise, the other hand though, they've done very bad against Rangers this season. The one on Halloween, was it 6-1 or 5-1? Oh, that was a terrible result for them. But yeah, their season has been quite balanced, quite alright, and that's why I'm going to give them a 7 out of 10. Quite fair, I would say. But yeah, they've had an alright season. Obviously, they've got those fans which have been outstanding for them this season. Obviously, I managed to go see some of those fans who were mental against Aberdeen. But yeah, I think Motherwell have had an alright season, finished 5th, which they would have liked. So yeah, 7 for Motherwell. Next team we are talking about is Rangers FC, Glasgow Rangers, Europa League finalists. Obviously, they've done outstanding in the Europa League, and I've got to give them a lot of credit. Now they've got past Borussia Dortmund, got past RB Leipzig, those sort of teams, and they've done very, very well in Europe. But in the league, they did finish 2nd. They did bottle the SPFL, and they did bottle the Europa League final. But yeah, I have to give credit to them. They've done alright this season. It's just Celtic have just been better than them, which is a shame for Rangers fans. But yeah, I'm going to give their season an 8.5 out of 10. Next team we are talking about is Ross County. Now, what has happened to Ross County? I think in my predictions, I literally said Ross County to get relegated in 12th. But I think they literally finished in 6th. How's that possible? Ross County have done an absolutely fantastic job this season on getting top 6, and they've done very well against big teams like Celtic and Rangers. Obviously, they got a 3-3 draw against Rangers, absolutely fantastic match. And I've got to give credit to the manager. I think he was one of the candidates for manager of the season. I think he was. But yeah, they've done an absolutely fantastic job. Regan Charles Cook, Joseph Umino have done absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give it a 9.8 out of 10. They've been outstanding. One of the teams of Scotland that have done hell of a good job. And yeah, I got good credit to Ross County. I'm going to give them a 9.8. Next team we are talking about is St Johnstone. Now, the team in Perth, they just got away with a playoff. They beat Inverness 4-0 and 2-2, which made it 6-2 on aggregate. Now, they've been calamity this season. They haven't been very well. And they obviously won the double last season. Nearly got in the Conference League, obviously they played Galatasaray. There was fan there. The St Johnstone fans are actually quite good, but yeah, St Johnstone, they haven't done very well this season. Finished in 11th, which they're not hoping to do next season. But yeah, they haven't had the best of seasons, finishing in 11th. But yeah, I'm gonna give their season a solid 6.5 out of 10. Haven't been very well, but yeah, you know what I mean. 6.5 out of 10 for St Johnstone. Last team we are going to be reacting to is going to be St Mirren, the team in Paisley. Now they've had an alright season, a bit ups and downs for them. Obviously Jim Goodwin went to Aberdeen, which I'm liking. They got in I think it was Steve Robinson or something like that, former Motherwell manager, and recently managed Morecambe. But yeah, they finished in 9th ahead of Aberdeen, which I'm still dreading to this day. But yeah, they've had an alright season, a bit average as well. But yeah, quite average season for St Mirren, and I'm gonna give them a 5.9 out of 10. So yeah, 5.9 out of 10 for St Mirren. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please can you like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video, and see you next time. Peace.